Hello, and welcome to The Power of Up, your weekly boost of hope, perspective, and positivity. In a world that often pulls us down, this show is all about rising above. Hi, I'm your host, Chris Kellogg, and today we're going to talk about how to motivate yourself on demand. Yes, let's be honest right from the start. Motivation is unreliable. If motivation showed up when we needed it, none of us would have unfinished goals, dusty gym memberships, or notebooks filled with ideas that never became anything. So today's episode is not about waiting to feel motivated. It's about creating motivation on demand, even when we're tired, we're distracted, discouraged, or doubting ourselves. So if you've ever started strong and faded fast on a task, if you've known what you should do but couldn't make yourself do it, or felt stuck halfway to a goal and wondered, what's wrong with me? By the end of this episode, you'll have a simple motivation system, not a mindset trick. You'll have tools that you can use today. And you'll have a way to keep moving even when motivation disappears. Because here's the truth. Motivation doesn't create action. Action creates motivation. So most people think motivation is a feeling. They wait to feel ready. We wait to feel confident. We wait to feel inspired. Where's that motivation coming from? But motivation is actually a response, not a starting point. Think about the last time you didn't want to do something, but you did it anyway. Maybe you didn't want to work out, but once you started, it wasn't that bad. Or you didn't want to make the phone call, but afterwards you felt relief. And you didn't want to begin a project, but once you were 10 minutes in, you were fine. That's not motivation first. That's movement first. And here's the mistake most people make. You expect motivation to show up before discomfort. But motivation usually shows up after you make progress. So if motivation feels broken in your life, it's not you. You're just using the wrong order of things. So let's talk about your goals. Ask yourself, is this goal something I really want? Or is it something I feel like I should want? Goals that don't connect emotionally won't survive any discomfort. You can do a few things and ask yourself, why do I want this goal? Then take that answer and ask, why does it matter? Do this 5 times. For example, I want to lose some weight. Ask yourself why. Well, the answer is so I feel healthier. And why does that matter? So I have more energy. Why does that matter? So I can show up and be better for my family. Why does that matter? Because I don't want to be a parent who's always tired. See, that's motivation. Ask yourself that question, why does it matter, over and over again? Do it 5 times, and I bet you're more motivated than ever. I mean, big goals are exciting, and they can also be paralyzing as well. Your brain hears, hey, you know what? I want to write a book. I want to lose 40 pounds. I want to start a business. These are all common things. And some of those responses could be, nope, too big, too risky, or that's just way too much effort. So here's the rule. Your goal should feel almost too easy to start. Instead of work out for an hour, try put on your gym shoes. Instead of, I want to write every day, try, I want to write 1 paragraph. Just get yourself started. Momentum doesn't come from intensity, it comes from consistency. And small wins teach your brain, I'm the kind of person who shows up. And identity is more powerful than motivation. So let's say this clearly. Motivation is optional. Discipline is not. Discipline is not punishment. It's a promise you keep to yourself. So here's a mindset shift. Instead of asking, do I feel like doing this? Ask, what would the version of me who keeps promises do? You see, discipline becomes easier when you remove decisions, you automate routines, you plan for low energy days, because future you will not magically be more motivated than the current you. That's the truth. Procrastination is rarely laziness. It's usually a fear of failing, a fear of not being good enough, a fear of starting and having to finish. So instead of saying I'm procrastinating, try asking, what am I afraid will happen if I try? Name it. You see, fear shrinks when it's exposed. Then use this rule. You don't have to finish, you just have to start, because starting is the key to success. And eventually, you could lose motivation. And that's not a failure, that's just being human. Don't worry though, when motivation drops, lower the bar. Don't quit. Shrink the task if you need to, but just be on your way on that journey. Bad days still count if you show up. A 1% effort a day is better than 0% effort a day. Progress is not ruined by slow days, it's ruined by stopping completely. Get back up on the horse. Motivation should be designed, not hoped for. Ask yourself, how can I make this easier? How can I make this more obvious? How can I reward the consistency? Environment will beat willpower every time. If you rely on willpower alone, you're going to get burned out. I know I do. And let me leave you with this. You don't need to become more motivated. You need to become more committed. Motivation comes and goes. Commitment stays. And every time you show up, especially when you don't feel like it, you're building trust with yourself. And that trust becomes confidence. That confidence becomes momentum. That momentum helps you see results. So start small. Start today. You can even start imperfectly. It doesn't have to be perfect at first. Just start. So now go and do what you've always wanted to do in life. And hopefully today you'll be able to reconnect your life with joy, purpose, and possibility. Whether you're navigating through tough times or just need a lift, the Power of Up is here to remind you there's always a way forward and always a way up.